stream. We already have like 7 people on the live stream. Can you say hello? Good evening. I'm trying. Hi there. Hello. How is everybody doing here? So Plant Foldies, I know this might be a little silly because you're just literally seeing somebody who doesn't have like plants available, but you know what? If you guys love it, I love it too, and we're gonna just have a good time doing the live stream. So hello Leap, hello Eric, hello David, hello Carmen, hello Kathy. It looks like we already have a group of people over here that is on the live stream. So good evening, Plant Foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we will be doing a live stream with the wonderful Plant Foldy community. Thank you to the viewers that have already hopped on the live stream. Let us have a little bit of fun. You can see right here, I am wearing my Grow Fold shirt. I don't know if anybody else has a Grow Fold shirt. I know that Eric has one, and look at this Monstera pillow we have here. I actually had to put my glasses on because I need to be able to see the live chat. So a couple of things I did want to say is it looks like in terms of the live stream, I want to try to do this on a consistent basis on Sunday evenings. I don't know, Plant Foldies, do you guys want to do this? Is this something you guys want to see? Do you want to see a mask on Richie? Do you guys want to see some of my plants? I know that I'm gonna do that eventually where I could do like live streams. Hello Carmen, can you hear me? Can you guys all hear me? Can we all leave some hellos? Hi Charm, hi Eric, hi Leap. So here's the thing, I was just thinking that the live stream lost the live chat. Okay, Evelyn, I hope Evelyn makes it onto the live stream. But one thing I want to work on is really just having more of a personal engagement to this YouTube channel. What I mean by that is being able to see the live chat and being able to respond to you. Anastasia, thank you so much for jumping on the live premieres and the live chat. Hi, Kathy. I was really worried, Kathy, that you were not going to make it to at least the live stream. I know that you can team replay the live premiere chat. So as you guys can see on the thumbnail, that there are some exciting things that are going to be happening on the YouTube channel. And a couple of the things that I wanted to talk about this evening is the future of this channel. Hello, love. You made it on the chat. So I'm going to tell you this. Luke is next to me. He does not want to be on the live stream. He is currently watching Superman movie, although I wish he would jump on. Hello, Harry of Indonesia, Indo-Miami Plants. So if you guys don't know, Harry is a good friend of mine from Indonesia. He works for Art Garden Flowers, and he has actually been writing the Aglionema book. So for today's live stream, I did want to talk about like the Aglionema book that's going to be in English. Y'all, for those that love Aglionema, please hashtag or comment hashtag popularize Aglionema. Kang Harry Indonesia Miami Plants. Please make sure you are subscribed to his YouTube channel. He is the wonderful friend of mine who is actually writing the Aglionema care tips. So Indonesia is one of the leading countries to actually have so many beautiful Aglionema hybrids. We've been working on getting a book, a hard copy book, ready to go for the actual Aglionema lovers. So that's something that if you have any questions in terms of Aglionema or how to buy Aglionema from Art Garden Flowers, my friend Kang Harry Indo Miami Plants is on the live chat. And please make sure you are actually, asking him questions. But let's just say that I already saw previews of this wonderful book. It goes into the details of like what Aglionemas are, beautiful photos of the Aglionema. And if you want to see my face, you see this right here. I know it's really cute, right? If you want to see my face unmasked, oops, I'm almost going to drop my my glasses here. I can't really see. I don't have my contacts on today. Then you definitely need to make sure to support the Aglionema book. He did send me some previews. So everybody, please, please, please let Harry know on the live chat if you want the Aglaonema book, if the Aglaonema book is a need, if you are intending to purchase the Aglaonema book, because you know what? We're hoping. Now, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of it. We're hoping to have hard copies ready for PlantCon Dallas, but I'm hoping that I would be able to also ship and distribute the Aglaonema book. So please make sure to let him know. And Harry, in terms of an Aglaonema book, I already know that Kathy from Canada is wanting to do that. So I will tell you this, Kathy, if you're listening to me. For me to be able to send that book, I can definitely ship it to Canada. It's going to have some international shipping, but you know what? I love the Plant Foldy community. Whether you are on the YouTube membership tier, the Super Plant Foldies, or for anybody that is just tuning in, then we definitely need to do that. So what I wanted to do today, Richie, is the book going to be signed? You know what? Um, Harry, if you hear me, I would love for you to sign every single hard copy book because you are the one. So I'm not the one writing the Aglionema book. I am simply the one that is promoting the book. I have a little bit of a segment where I talk about my Aglionema journey, but the whole idea of actually creating an English hard copy of an Aglionema book, specifically highlighting the beauty of Indonesian hybrids, was a thing that my friend Harry and I talked about. So you have to read the book. I saw it. So you guys, if you want a signed book by the author Harry of Indo Miami Plants, please make sure you are subscribed to his YouTube channel. Please make sure you are actually following Art Garden Flowers on Instagram, Indo Miami Plants on Instagram. That would be awesome. So for the 15 plant foldies that are watching this live stream tonight, this Sunday fun day, thank you so much. If you want to actually invite other plant foldies or anybody else that wants to jump on the live chat or the live stream, please do that. Do you guys actually want me to continue to make like live streams? Is this even like, is there a point to this? Do y'all want to see me talk? Do y'all want to just chat? What do we want to do? What do we want to do with this live stream? And you can see right here, look, the plant foldies. Anastasia says signed books would be definitely be amazing. Absolutely. So what I need from everybody is after this live stream, please make sure you comment saying you would be interested in the book. And the only reason being is we want to get like a head count of how many people would be interested in the book. I saw the photos. It is absolutely stunning. I love the care tips of Aglionema. So we will see that. I will also say that, again, not that I am afraid to show my face on, you know, like social media, but to me, the book will show a photo of myself and my grandmother. Now, we don't have like a photo of like Aglionema. It's actually a bunch of her Horcolius plant propagations. So definitely check that out. But what I want to do with today's video is, you know, for the 15 plant foldies or the 17 that are joining a live stream tonight, I want to ask you guys in the live stream, can you comment or post in the live stream when you started watching my YouTube channel and where you are from? So that way we can get to know all of the plant foldies. I really want to drive that engagement. And I would say, you know, last week that I did the live stream, somebody said this whole situation right here, somebody was kind of being a little negative and said that I look ridiculous in the mask. I honestly think that I'm kind of cute. Like, I'm kind of cute. Look at this. Is this not a cute mask? This is a Neko cat mask. So for somebody to get on the live stream and say that I look ridiculous was kind of funny, but at the same time, we already know, right? You already know that we don't really tolerate negativity on here. So that's the thing. So Melissa, hi Melissa. My grandmother, my Lola Belen, is doing extremely well. So just an update. For those that don't know, my 90-year-old grandmother recently had a little bit of an accident where she fell in the middle of the night and fractured her hip. She had an emergency surgery the next day, but you know what? She's actually walking. She's able to stand up. And she, you know, when I was talking to her on FaceTime the other day, she was just mentioning how she wants to live a long life and she wants to continue to live. And she's pushing herself to not be so reliant on a, what is it? on a walker. What I told my grandmother is she needs to take it easy, right? She needs to make sure that she is not pushing herself to the limits to the point where she's going to hurt herself again. So that's the thing I would say about my grandmother. She's doing really well. I'm hoping that I would be able to visit her and maybe she can make like a YouTube video to let the people who are concerned about my grandmother to let them know that she's doing really well. And I did want to say thank you so much for just tuning in and saying prayers and really sending good vibes only to my grandmother. And for the 16 people that have already pressed the thumbs up or like button for this video, thank you so much for doing that. I know that I can be a little bit obnoxious on my live streams or at least on my YouTube content where I'm literally saying, if you haven't already, if you made it this far into the video, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video because it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I am the biggest roaster for myself. I am very aware of some of my mannerisms and the things that I say on my content. But, for those that actually do take the time to press the thumbs up or like button for this video, thank you so much. And you know what? I'm going to say that the Plant Foldy community is extremely engaged. And I have to say the reason why this channel is a little bit more unique, or at least in my opinion, y'all let me know. And the reason why I think it's, a really unique community is because you guys are very much so engaged. Yes, we are celebrating 13,000 plus YouTube subscribers. But a friend of mine who lives out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, his name is the Pond Don, formerly known as the Plant Poppy. My friend Fidel mentioned that it's not the amount of followers or subscribers you have, it's the genuine engagement you get from each other. So for me, it's really important to celebrate the fact that you see here, you Plant Foldies are the ones that really make this channel amazing. And I am humbled. I am super thankful that you guys are able to just join in the live chats and actually have that. So I really appreciate that. Hello to everybody that is on the live stream. We have about 20 people watching live. Really appreciate it. Feel free to drop a super sticker, a super thanks. OMG, hello, Alfred. I miss you. Hi, Richie. Or hey, Richie, you're looking good in that mask. Thank you. You know what, Alfred, I'm going to tell you this. At least I look good in this mask. The other week, somebody was telling me that I looked ridiculous. It is okay to be ridiculous if it is for the Plant Foldy community. What do you guys think, right? Let me know in the comments section below. One thing I also wanted to say in terms of just everybody that is on the live stream, always remember that on the YouTube channel for Grow Folds, everybody is welcome. You are free to leave comments as long as they are respectful. We always talk about like positivity. It is okay. What? Carmen, you didn't have to drop that that $9.99 super sticker. You know what? That $9.99 super sticker, thank you. It's already going to be for either the Aglionema that I showed you guys on the Lowe's big box or plant shopping video. Actually, the farm actually, you know what? I'm going to ask Luke. And Luke, can you grab the fox mask? Somebody gave me a super sticker and I want to show her the mask. So I was trying to wear the fox mask, right? And okay, so I'm going to give you guys some deets. Because y'all think that Cultivation Corner Season 3 may not be happening, but look at this. This was the mask I was going to try to wear. Do you see this? What do y'all think about this mask? And so Carmen, for dropping the super sticker that had like a mask emoji, this was really the mask I was going to wear. However, I'm going to tell you this. This mask right here is very challenging to grow. Not grow. Well, that too, but I'm just saying it's really challenging to wear on a live stream because number one, my sight of vision is going to be a little bit challenging. And number two, I don't know. I just feel like, what do y'all think of this mask right here? Please leave in the comments what y'all think. I think it's really cute. I do think, Eric, if you want season 3 to happen, I really need y'all to flood Janae and Steven's YouTube channels and comment on their videos and tell them when is season 3 happening. A little bit about, Cultivation Corner season 3. I know it's going to happen. I miss my friends Janae and Steven. I am super, super, missing them because they did go to, to PlantCon 2025 in New York City, and I wasn't able to go. Y'all already know the whole story. My freaking flight was like canceled 40 minutes before takeoff. So yes, Melissa, you love the fox. I mean, what did the fox say, right? Anyways, that is the actual mask. And so I was going to say, okay, Plant Foldies, let's go back to the main topic, right? So I want to have a little bit of an icebreaker and get to know everybody here. So for everybody that is on the live stream right now, there's about 20 of y'all. Comment if you can in the comment section and let me know how you discovered my YouTube channel, where you are from, and we'll just take it from there. And yes, I do love the fox too. And Carmen, thank you again for the super sticker. So I don't know if I'm going to buy another Aglaonema, or better yet, maybe I'm going to go ahead and get some more treats for my beautiful hen. So Richie, I find Janae very hard to hear. She talks so quietly. You know what, Kathy? Janae is a sweet soul. I love her very much. I miss her very much. I feel like I need to be a better friend and just text people, but here's a couple of more life updates. So I don't really want to reveal what my career is, but let me just tell you that it is leading people. And sometimes when you're having to lead people, it can be a little bit challenging. It can be very much so challenging in a way because you want to be empathetic. You want to make sure you're taking care of your team members. You want to make sure that you are really being there and being the best boss you can possibly be. So that can be a bit of a challenge. I will say, I really enjoy my job. Let's see. Anastasia, Wisconsin, watch to learn to identify my plants as we have generic labels here helped tremendously. Super excited for that. And then Alfred Klaus says, Kathy, hi there. Any frost yet this year? I'm hoping Canada doesn't have any frost. So you can see that I do enjoy the live streams. I know that there is about 20 of you guys on here. I really appreciate it. And feel free to ask me any questions. Feel free to chat with each other. Find you a snack, find you whatever, and we'll do that. But I did a live stream, last week, and I really enjoyed just being able to talk to you guys directly. So Melissa says, I am from MA. I love the video so I can see what's out there. MA is not the most stocked plant state, maybe the cold seasons. I feel like that's the case too, Melissa. I honestly am very thankful to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area because number one, it's a big metropolitan area. So there's a lot of competition when it comes to like big box stores. But then number two, as y'all continue to hopefully watch my videos, you guys will realize that we also have a very strong plant community. And there are two sides to the coin, right? There's always two sides to the coin. There's the tails and the heads part of the coin. I would say for the most part, the Dallas plant community is very much a very tight-knit community. But then again, as well as just the whole plant community in general, it's a very tight-knit community. Once you get involved, especially with the plant community, whether it's content creators, vendors, suppliers, wholesalers, nurseries, it's one big circle. And what I found is there is always going to be two sides, right? There's going to be the side where it's not necessarily the most comfortable side or the most positive side. And then there's also going to be the side where you find so much joy. And, as a content creator, I love the fact that I have full control of my social media presence. And what I mean by that is when you draw a line in the sand and you say, hey, this is the content I want to create. This is the type of community I want to foster. I think that that is a great thing. And I think I have a more mature crowd, and I'm really thankful for that. I think, everybody's definitely welcome, but the fact that we have a more mature crowd, there's just a little bit less toxicity and more proactiveness and just productivity when it comes to just genuine relationships that we can have with each other. Hi, Debbie. I was early in my plant addiction and was watching any and all plant content. I like to play long videos in the background while at home company. Debbie, I'm in Salem, Ohio. Well, hello, Debbie. Debbie, I see you often as well in the comment section, and I want to say thank you so much. I honestly wish I can meet every single plant foldie that has invested your free time to see me. And um, it's a lot. It's a lot to really try to make content for everybody. And Anastasia says, I enjoy this crowd. Best one I've seen this thus far. Leap says, hey, hi Debbie. Melissa says, hello Ohio, hello Wisconsin. And I will say I've been to both Ohio and Wisconsin, beautiful states. I've been to Racine, Wisconsin. It's so beautiful. David, we are a fun group. You guys are definitely a fun group. And David, I was literally heartbroken. When I say I was heartbroken, I could not make it to New York City Plant Con. Like, I literally had your origami paper cranes ready. I had so many stories to tell. I had this like whole monologue ready to just say to all of the plant foldies that we're going to be at Plant Con New York City, because every time I go to Plant Con and I have somebody like tap my shoulder and say, hey, are you Richie at Grow Folds? And I'm like, yes. I kind of freeze for a second and I get super nervous because I don't know how to react to just the amount of people. So yes, Racine is only 2 hours away from here. And Anastasia, when I was going through Racine, it is like super green. Wisconsin is super green. I've also been to Minnesota. And it goes, Alfred says, on September 1st, I celebrated my 30 years of retirement. Alfred, I am super jealous. I want to be retired soon. I'm hoping that I will be retired in the next maybe 8 to 10 years. I've been really passionate about really investing in my investments. I've been working very hard at YouTube, and it's not anything a secret. He goes, Tom Dix, I live in the sticks in Minnesota. So sorry you couldn't get to New York City. You know what, Tom, I was really upset that I couldn't make it to New York City, but you know what? Minnesota in the house. Yes, Minnesota in the house. I love that. But as far as just, being able to retire, that's one thing that I'm trying to do. I have a full-time career, 3 years till retirement for me. Carmen, that is amazing. Please let me retire with you. But as far as just the YouTube, right? It's not a secret, and I hope y'all understand and appreciate the transparency. As much as I love to make content, I do look at YouTube as well as a passive income business. Some content creators will not mention that, but to me, it's kind of like a second job, and I wanted to just talk through how I make content. So if it is on my day off, right? On Tuesday, I will wake up around like 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock. I will drive to the first big box store and try to film. So I'll film about 45 minutes, 50 minutes to an hour. And then I will charge my phone and try to stick in another like big box store plant shopping video. And then I'll go home, eat breakfast, maybe do some plant chores. I really probably need to I guess, what is it? Pay a little bit more attention to my plants, because some of my plants are on the verge of going to plant heaven. But after I eat breakfast, I might relax, and then I'll go back outside of noon and try to film some more plants. And then in terms of just how I edit my video, so once I do my editing, or at least my filming, I will actually go back and do a voiceover, because when you do YouTube, it depends on the soundtrack that's on there. So if it's like music playing during a big box store plant shopping video, you can't really monetize it or have YouTube earnings. So I typically get rid of the audio and do a voiceover. Now the voiceover part is actually a lot fun, because just as much as I'm already just talking to y'all, it's literally how I would do a voiceover. I would literally let the content like play throughout my phone, and then I would just talk about the plants or whatever's in my mind. So that's how it is. Um, and then once I do that, I definitely add the soundtracks, and kudos to my friend Jordan. He's the one that's actually started the soundtrack and actually created specific tracks for my YouTube channel, because I really wanted to make it more of a I don't know, a more recognizable brand. So we'll see that. So it says, you guys are all chatting away. I love it. For the 19 Plant Foldies watching the live stream, thank you so much. We're already almost at half an hour. Can you believe that you guys have been listening to me for half an hour? But anyways, let me go ahead. Do you edit on your phone or computer? I have to figure it out yet. So Anastasia, I actually just edit on my iPhone. That's literally it. I use iMovie, and that's basically it. I'm very cheap when it comes, well, I'm not even gonna use cheap, right? I'm gonna say on my YouTube videos, like I said, budget friendly or cost effective. I don't think that, at least for the kind of content I'm creating, I don't want to like overproduce it. I kind of pride myself in the fact that a lot of my content is very much raw content, very much so. I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things where I really don't want to overproduce or over edit my videos. I really like to have an open dialogue, because if you were to meet me in person, you probably would get tired of me because I would talk your ear off. And it's crazy because the dichotomy of me like going faceless and not necessarily revealing my face on YouTube, if you saw me in person, you'd be like, Richie, why are you even like hiding on YouTube? And it's crazy because a lot of people always say, well, Richie's hiding something. He doesn't want to be on it. But I'm an 80s baby. So I was born in 82, the year 1982. I just recently turned 43. And I just really believe in genuine interactions with people, being able to have a full blown conversation with each other in person. And so it's quite interesting that even on YouTube, we have the time where at least we are chatting via like chat message. Kathy says, Richie, I found someone in Edmonton that imports and sells Aglionemas. You know what, Kathy? You need to go ahead and do that. And then Tom says, since you are an artist, so curious what kind of art you resonate with. So Tom, so I was actually a advertising and graphic design major in college. I minored in art history and painting. And the kind of art I really resonate with is surrealism. So I really like Salvador Dali. I really love Salvador Dali's work. I love that surrealism. And then I also love the impressionistic painters such as Monet. So things of that nature. So for me, I think about the path that I have fallen into, and it's content creation and also my current career, which I'm very thankful for, because there is somewhat of a fear of like, what does AI do in terms of the job field? What does AI do in terms of genuine human interaction? And I say this on a couple of things, so I know that I'm kind of like talking to you guys through, and hopefully you guys will listen to me. Yes, leave 80s baby, right? 84 here. I love it. That's what I'm talking about, like the mature crowd here. And when I say mature, that means you have gone through life and really experienced it to the fullest. But to go back on a little bit of a tangent, so in hindsight, I'm thankful that I didn't really fully pursue like graphic design or advertising graphic design, because when you think about AI, literally you can just tell AI to create a logo and boom, you have several options, several mock-ups. When you think about like even the way people communicate, right? I think about, can you tell when somebody has genuinely written a letter, written a description, written something without the aid of AI? it's really interesting because when I start seeing stuff like embark on a journey, or it is, my solemn regard X, Y, and Z, then you know that it was AI. And, AI is a tool. I think AI could be a tool, but what my concern is and fear is that AI will take the human out of humans. And when I say that, it's kind of like social media, how everything is based upon an algorithm. And it's not something that I hide whenever I talk about my YouTube content. It's more of when you know you're pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, whenever you look at the descriptions of somebody's YouTube channel, it's all very much so part of the algorithm. But part of me really wishes that there isn't so much a science behind content creation and social media. I just really wish it was based on genuine interactions with people. And I think that that's what's important. Like, I'm looking at the live stream. You guys are like literally seeing me. And what is this? What did Eric say? He goes, "Hi, I remember the plant's crazy and care psychology. Some things I struggle with. I'm not social except for plant people. The community is truly wonderful and the positivity." As Anastasia, I love your transparency, and just know that if you're not necessarily comfortable with like social gatherings, I totally get it. Luke, for instance, he isn't necessarily kosher about social gatherings. He actually kind of, I wouldn't say suffers, because I feel like the word suffers seems to be a very like transparent or like very harsh word. I think social anxiety is a thing. I've talked about this in some of my live streams or even my videos. You know that this YouTube channel was literally created because I was suffering from OCD. And my OCD was really fueling my anxiety. And growing up as an 80s child, somebody that was born in 1982, you grow up and you don't really think about like mental health or things of that nature. My parents, especially from a very much so a Filipino American upbringing, we really didn't talk about mental health. We didn't talk about anxieties, depression, things of that nature. Oftentimes people will say, Richie, tell Luke we all say hi. Hey, Luke, they all say hi. He's watching the Superman movie. And I'm jumping from one subject to the other. You can tell that I'm like super like excited for just the 15 people that are watching this live stream. What was I saying? So in terms of like, mental health, I really opened up this channel to really deal with my mental health opportunities in terms of just dealing with OCD, where you would like be obsessive about something, and sometimes obsessive about something that's not proactive or positive is really bad for your mental health. I mean, there were times where I literally was just not able to stay still. I literally felt like I couldn't breathe. I literally felt like at 9 o'clock at night, I had to leave my home and just walk around the block and feel like I couldn't breathe. So I had to like literally inhale and get fresh air. I mean, it is a real, deal. And so, this channel, this YouTube channel has really given me an opportunity to not only hone into something that is obsessive, because you got to think, right? How many content YouTube creators really try to strive to do 1 hour videos on a daily basis? Now, I would say I've fallen off a little bit, but I'm trying my very best to continue to make that content. But I think a lot of that also has to do with me prioritizing certain things in my life. And that really is making sure that I have enough time to be present for my partner, my love of my life, Luke, for instance. That's something that I don't often share. And because you have this fear, and fear is a very much a strong word, but you have this fear that people will not accept you for who you are or how you are. I mentioned in my previous live stream that it's okay to not always agree with somebody. It is okay to have disagreements, but it is okay to disagree with somebody, but also treat somebody with respect. And I really hope that regardless of where you land on like the political scheme of things, that you can still find a commonality of celebrating plants and seeing people succeed. So, um, I don't know. This is like super fun for y'all to actually just chat and let me, talk to you guys directly. I mean, it says, Richie, when you do big box store and small plant shop, I wish I could stick my hand through the computer and buy the plants I like. Kathy, I was told that too, where like literally you just want to like pick up the plants. I honestly wish I could just like hug all of you guys. And then Anastasia, yes, meds for anxiety and the inhaler get me through. My plants love my meticulous. They show us their love by giving us leaves. It's empathy without words. Anastasia, I'm really glad that you have found the Grow Folds Plant Foldy community. And I say this because a lot of us have to find a safe space where we can be ourselves. We can celebrate the smallest wins in our life. And just know that I am here for anybody here that wants to chat, that wants to interact with each other. Yes, I can't breathe. They get extreme. I have PTSD. The plants help me. Plants, psychologically, even just the greenery of the plants, give us like a very much so, like almost like a serotonin dopamine boost. So I would say that. So just know, and I was reading a quote today where if you wake up in the morning and you're breathing, no matter how tough your life can be, just know that it is a blessing that you are alive, that there is some type of hope. And, if you have to lean into the live chats, the live streams that I'm going to do, I mean, I don't know, Plant Foldies, let me know. Do you guys want to like see me for like an hour or so, just chitty chat with this like silly, ridiculous mask? I'm really waiting for that one person to just get on the live stream and say I look ridiculous or something negative. Let me know if this is something you guys want to have on more of a consistent basis where we're not just necessarily looking at plants, but maybe having an open dialogue or conversation. Alfred, I'm just really happy to see you. I didn't see you on the live premiere, so I have a bone to pick with you, Alfred, from Canada. Hopefully you guys will either team replay some of the videos and whatnot. But in terms of the live stream, I really hope you guys will support the Aglionema book that I'm in collaboration with my friend Harry from Indo Miami Plants. It is going to be presented by Art Garden Flowers. I saw the PDF file. It is going to be a hard copy, so I hope that we can do that. I love the live streams where we can all just talk about everything in real time. Leap year, absolutely. And so, there are a couple of Plant Foldies that literally are on pretty much the live chats on a daily basis. And leap year, whenever you are missing, like we wonder, is leap year okay? Is Kathy okay? Is so and so okay? So know that we all really love that. Anastasia says, I got certified as a shamanic life coach, walking and showing gratitude for taking the breath. Taking that breath is a blessing we all have for another fresh day to start again. I agree with you. Oops. Luke did not want to be seen, and I saw a little bit of a profile from him. So yes. So anyways, but yes, I truly agree with that. Kathy says, Anastasia, I used to get panic attacks and had to quit school early. It was case of go back to school with no help from anyone or go to work. So I was lucky to find a job where really good friends. And Kathy, I agree with that. Even in our mature viewership, so I will say the majority of my YouTube channel, most of my viewers are 40 plus, 50 plus year olds. Number one, kudos to y'all. Kudos to y'all for being on social media. Like my grandmother was even saying she's 90 years old, right? She would love to be able to comment and like and post and stuff. But the fact of the matter is y'all are still so much so tech savvy. And I think it is amazing. So I would say anybody that doesn't understand that we all have our moments where we feel down. And Kathy, I did read your message about what is it about a friend of yours, and I don't want to like open up an open wound, but I would just say if you have a friend that doesn't invest in the amount of time and you've put in a lot of effort, my suggestion is to remember the good times you have with that friend. Be hopeful that maybe you can rekindle a friendship, but also know your worth and understand that sometimes people drift apart. It's not necessarily you, it's not necessarily them, it's just how life is. And you have to make sure that you remain intact in terms of loving yourself and focusing your energies on the people that want to give you that energy. So, again, Plant Foldies or anybody that is actually on this live stream listening to me, for the 17 Plant Foldies watching, thank you so much. I kind of like this. I don't know. Should I do this again? Keep your head up and love it. So, as far as this, Melissa says, I am 62 and full of wisdom, going to be a grandmother for the first time, going to teach her about plants. Melissa, congratulations. More blessings to you. Thank you for being part of this channel. I wish you the best of luck. And you know what? As a grandmother, teaching your grandchild about plants is one of the biggest and best gifts you can possibly give to a grandchild, because I get emotional a little bit when I think about, my grandmother. She's 90 years old, and we all have to really understand our mortality. I mean, at the end of the day, I could, pass. You don't know that what tomorrow brings. It's not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is the now and the moment. And yes, Kathy says, Richie, please be on for an hour. I love this. You know what, Kathy? Just for you, I'm going to be on here for more than an hour. I know that I set a super sticker, super thanks goal that if, we ended up reaching it, I would stay on for an hour. But just because you guys find some value of me just talking to you directly, I am all about it. I do have to be up early tomorrow. I still have to update my video. I may end up skipping my live premiere tomorrow, but we'll see. But if you guys want to keep me talking or talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, let's do this. Tom says, cannot say how much I appreciate you all talking about mental health issues. It is a main reason I gravitate towards plants. And that is really, I'm going to pause for a second, okay? I really want you guys to all think about, like, what is it that sometimes we feel we can't really express with maybe people we see on a daily basis. And I would even say for me, it is anxiety. It is literally anxiety. It is literally feeling like you have no control, and it makes you want to like cry because it makes you want to cry because at least for me, where my anxiety is, where like I feel so like uneasy for no reason, and I get frustrated. And some people will say medication is not a thing, you shouldn't mind doing that, it's gonna like alter your mind. I would even say, on full transparency, that mental health is wealth in terms of taking care of yourself. So if plants are going to bring you that mental coping mechanism, let's do it. Let's see a beautiful plant grow for us. Let's see a plant challenge us. Just because you bring a plant in and it wants to go to plant heaven, for instance, and it's one of those things where like you can't control whether the plant is going to thrive for you or not, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. It means that there are struggles that we all go through. It's a learning curve. And, at the end of the day, sometimes plants are not going to necessarily work out for us. Like, as much as I like to say Hedera helix, the Hedera helix doesn't work out for me. I already know this. I know for a fact that if I bring my English ivy in my home, it is not going to work out for me. So, finding that acceptance is going to be there. So like, Plant Foldies that are tuning in, for the 18 people watching me live tonight, thank you so much. For the 18 wonderful people that are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, thank you so much. And look at this. Y'all, I have to say, Kathy, for real, Kathy, just know if you're ever struggling, we got you. We got you on the Plant Foldy community. And then Anastasia says, how to help OCD. Get succulents that get some neglect. This what does it say? I'm trying to read this. Sorry, guys. I have two screens. So it teaches you self-control. No overwatering. I had to teach myself, and I finally keep succulents alive. And then Leap Year says, anxiety can be overwhelming, but plants are so beneficial, and so is wine. You know what? Leap, we might have to have a glass of wine. So if you guys are actually YouTube membership tiers, if you actually join the YouTube membership tier, it's literally for the price of coffee, $2.99. You will see that I have actually posted a couple of like blogs about my personal life. And let's just say that I had a wonderful live like a wine tasting with Luke, and so that's really awesome. Eric says, being in the Midwest, I definitely get seasonal depression. I can't stand the dark and cold days. Indoor plants helped me when I was depressed. The outdoor garden season was ending. And then Kathy says, my Hydra Helix is still doing well, plus no pests. Thank you. Anastasia says, it teaches you to forget, and then the fun of remembering the plants is like Christmas. Haha. And then Leap Year says, anxiety I already read that about anxiety. Yes, like that. Tom says, I agree with Kathy. Lovejoy. Richie, please don't push yourself. Leap Year says, Kathy, same year. I think we might just win the challenge. And then Carmen says, cheers to the wine. So, yes, I am a wino. That's something else I wanted to say is I absolutely love wine. I'm a little bit like kind of a wine snob. I like red wines, Pinot Noir, and things like that. And it says, Alfred says, I'm 83 years old and I've gone through a lot, but luckily I'm doing good. Leap Year says, cheers. You know what is really in honor? And I say this to all the Plant Foldies watching here, being somebody that was raised in a very like traditional Filipino family, we definitely want to show our respect to our elders. And I really did want to say thank you to all those that are either retired, grandparents, great grandparents. The fact that you guys have gotten on a social media platform where you are able to chat, able to get on there. I mean, Alfred, that is amazing. Can y'all tell me the secrets to living a long and prosperous, healthy life? I know that I have my grandmother to lean on. My grandmother, my Lola Belen, she basically says just, surround yourself on plants. But I just think that it's awesome. And just know, Plant Foldies, that if I get a little bit snappy toward negativity, it's not that I'm not open to feedback. It's literally when you know somebody is just being negative for no reason and they're not really looking in the best interest of improving somebody, that's when you have to shut it down. But let's get on to like a lighter note. I don't even know how my live streams are gonna go. I don't know if should I like shut off the live stream? Do you guys want me to stop talking? Like, what do we need to do here, right? I did want to ask for those that are tuning in, what other content would you like to see on the YouTube channel? I already know, okay? Y'all already know that I have been teasing you guys for almost a year and a half about a houseplant tour. Let's just say if the houseplant tour happens, the houseplant tour is just going to populate when it populates. But aside from like a houseplant tour, what other things do you want to see on the YouTube channel? And Anastasia says, the world is negative and not pushing to encourage fun and happiness is best. And that's really what I really want to do. Leap Year says, Richie, you can keep chatting all night and I'm here for it. Leap, yes, I am here for you too. Eric, guys, I did want to say, let's go ahead and plug Eric, because you already know I love to plug anybody that has, aspirations to continue to make social media. If you haven't already, please make sure you go to Eric Underwood channel. He has a YouTube channel where he has started to post his beautiful plants. If you haven't seen his live home tour, definitely check it out. So many beautiful Aglaonemas. Carmen, yes, I'm going to show you some of my house plants, but Carmen, I'm going to really try to sell you on my YouTube membership tier. Like, I'm really hoping, Carmen, you might even just join it, because I'm going to start posting some more of my growth updates for my plants, not a full-blown house plant tour. And then Tom says, funny what you said about wine. Yes, Tom, I'm going to tell you this. I love red wine, and the kind of wine I like is Merlot and Pinot Noirs, but I only like red wine from single source areas. And I know that sounds super bougie, but truthfully, if it's like California blend, cannot do it. I have to either have it be like Sonoma County, Napa County blends. Otherwise, I just feel like the grapes are not going to be the top quality. That's just my personal preference. So if you like blends, it's all good. But I like to not have a hangover the next day because I tend to be a little bit heavy on how I pour my wine. Now, in terms of wine, it is healthy, right? You can have like one glass or two or three, no, maybe not three, of red wine, but that actually has antioxidants called like resveratrol, which supposedly helps with anti-aging, etc., etc. And a leap year says, Eric, I'm your number one fan. Oh, that leap, I feel like you're everybody's number one fan. Red wine is the best. Yes, it is, Eric. So yeah, Plant Foldies, in terms of the live streams, I do want to do this, and I wanted to do this to where it was going to be more public. I thought about doing live streams only for the membership tier, but what I realized about like having a YouTube membership tier is I don't want to ostracize those that are not necessarily comfortable committing to like a monetary thing. So I really do want to make sure that things are highly accessible for everybody. I think it's very important to make sure that we include everybody in the connection, as far as the community. I also wanted to say, as far as the community tab, I would really love to see everybody's beautiful plants. And I think that's really important because for most of you guys, you probably don't even know if I honestly grow plants. Like, who knows? I could be like that biggest like spook where like I talk about plants, but maybe I have not a single plant in my plant collection. I mean, you never know, right? I haven't even done a house plant tour. Nor has Janae and Steven, my really good friends from Cultivation Corner. So you don't know, but I would say in the community tab, Eric has been really good about posting updates. Please make sure you are posting updates on the community tab. I would really love that. And I would love to see your plants, your pets, any milestones in your life. But yeah, in terms of all the other things, he says, Kathy, sounds like I need to take up wine drinking, especially I really don't like it. Kathy, I would say if you're going to drink wine, definitely have like a glass of like some type of red wine, but make sure you also drink a glass of full water. I think it's going to be easier to do it that way, versus like trying to drink wine. But it is an acquired taste. You really have to like just really enjoy the moment with that. Does anybody have any questions about like my daily life, anything that you would like to ask me on the live stream? Now is your time. um yeah. I don't know, like I don't know what else I need to be saying on the live stream, but I am so thankful that there's still 15 people watching. Melissa says, dumb question, how can I get a post a picture on YouTube? I have tons of. So Melissa, here's what I would do, and maybe Eric or somebody that's posted on the community tab can post in the comment section or on the chat. But basically, if you go to my YouTube channel and you click channel, if you go to my channel, you'll see like a bunch of videos. You will see a community thing. It says like community or community post. You can go to that, and I believe you should be able to post that. So Melissa, I think I would love to see your plants. I would love to see that all. And, for those that are willing to travel to the Dallas Plant Con, which is going to be, I think, October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Oh, wait, actually, 18th and 19th. Just know I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there at least on Saturday. I would love to meet anybody. Alfred says, we saw some of your plants in the live stream you did about a month ago. Yes, I have a lot of plants. And I'm going to ask Luke. Luke, can you grab me an he ran away. Kathy, Richie, I would love if you could do a video of different types of plant stands and how to arrange taller plants on them. Community post is still not available for me. You know what, Leap? I don't know what to tell you. I need to see your plants. And Kathy, in terms of plant stands, let's just say I'm gonna try to. Does anybody here watch Benji Plants? Benji Plants on YouTube. Please let me know in the comments or in the chat if you watch Benji Plants, because my goal is to kind of pivot to more of that type of content where I'm still doing big box store, but I'm also getting more on like the stylistic approach, because I, by nature am more of an artist and I really like the plant styling. So things of that nature. I love Benji Plants. We did see a Syngonium on a shelf behind you last week, so we know you do. Tom, you know what? It might just be that one Syngonium. I might not have any plants. No, I have never watched him. Is he still on? Kathy, yes, he is. If you search YouTube Benji Plants, he is a Vietnamese American content YouTube creator that started out doing plant care, and now he does like a lot of interior design stuff. Luke, can you give me an Aglaonema to show on the YouTube channel so I can at least show them that I actually grow plants? And can you guys believe that I've also started like taking care of chickens? Like, who does that? And Melissa says, I combined 4 different Aglionemas a few weeks back. Gorgeous. I love color. Melissa, can I please see that? Can I see it? Can I please see your Aglionema? And Plant Foldies, what do y'all think about the Aglionema book cover? Now, I know some of y'all do not have the Instagram page. I really wish some of you guys can create that, but I totally get it. Sometimes social media can be a little bit complicated. Even for me, I'm like, why am I doing Instagram? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a community post to show you the cover of the Aglionema cover. I really, really hope you guys will support that. Kathy, for anybody that lives internationally, let me know if you are interested because I will send you the book. I will sign it myself. I will leave an origami paper crane and we'll do it that way. But let me ask you guys in the live stream so we can get some more like interaction. What is the toughest plant that you have tried to grow in your collection? Like, what is the hardest plant? And you know what? I'm going to say Hydra Helix is not part of it. Besides a Hedera Helix or in English ivy, what is one of the toughest plants in your plant collection that has been difficult? Those Benjamina plant video where he took us to Japan plant stores were so amazing, Tom. I totally agree, and I am so inspired. Kathy said, I'm really interested in the book. Kathy, you are so funny. You just count every time I say Hydra Helix. Hydra Helix. Sorry. I need to stop. Eric, Calathea. Oh my gosh. Calathea has gone to plant heaven, plant everything for me. So, I totally get it with Calatheas. You know, the thing about Calatheas is it's just challenging. Oh, you know what? Leap, Rex Begonia went to plant heaven within a week of being in my home. Leap, how many times have I talked about like Rex Begonia in a big box store plant shopping video and you never see me like actually buying it? Exactly. So you already know. So I was going to say, as far as like Plant Foldies, this week, I have a very busy like schedule for work. I'm off on Tuesday. I'm going to be going to Plant Keeper because I am like, call me crazy, but I really have the inkling to buy jumbo plants. Luke, can you give me the Aglaonema? Just hand me the Aglionema in the hydroponic. So, okay, guys, I'm going to show you this. This was never really seen on YouTube. This is Luke's thing. What do y'all think about my Aglionema? Look at these juicy roots. Luke, you got to put it back, though, but look at this. Isn't this fabulous? This is an Aglionema that I really like from Proven Winners Leaf Joy, and it is amazing, but look at this. Look at this. Look at how healthy the roots are. Look at how just healthy the roots are, but even look at this. You can go ahead and screenshot this and say Richie does grow plants, because it's funny because I actually had somebody send me a direct message and says that I like bait people to just think that I grow plants when I don't have a single one. So here is a beautiful Aglionema. This is one of my favorite ones. Luke, I'm going to give you this. Can you give me the other Aglionema? Do y'all like that? How long will you keep it in the water? Kathy, I will keep it in the water forever. I need the other one. This one is also an Aglionema Queen. This is just a regular one. This is another Leaf Joy plant. And look at this one right here. Y'all have never seen this one? Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Now, the roots are still super healthy. I do have some concern about some roots. But yes, okay, I'm going to give you this one. Do y'all want to see this one? I'm going to give this to Luke. Luke is just being quiet. This is another Aglionema. Please, Luke, and thank you. Do y'all really want to see Luke? Okay, so this one right here is another one that y'all haven't seen. Look at this. This is my Etta Rose. Massive Etta Rose. Look at that. Isn't that huge? And no, it's not just the angle, but this is an Etta Rose that I have. This one is in a 10-inch planter, and I just got it recently. Luke, can you please? It's gonna take it. So, what do y'all think about some of those Aglaonemas? It's a tease. Does Luke have any plants? He actually does. So here's the story about me and Luke. Kathy, you know how you asked about Luke and my anniversary? So I was married on October 4th, 2020. That is my anniversary. So it's about to come around. I was married at the Dallas Arboretum at the Japanese Garden. And Melissa, yes, Etta Rose is amazing. My tips about Etta Rose, though, is give it a lot of bright light. It's going to give you more of those pink plants. So you can see that those are some of my Aglaonema. And I just feel bad because I feel like Aglaonema, at least my Aglaonema collection, is not where it needs to be. And I'm going to talk to y'all through on why I haven't actually exposed a lot of my plants. And the reason being is I feel like there's an expectation to have like a perfect plant collection whenever you're going to put it on like YouTube or social media, where you have all of the angles, all of the lighting, all of the et cetera, et cetera. And then like, I just don't want to like, I guess, disappoint the Plant Foldies. And I know that sounds silly because I feel like you guys will accept whatever plants I have to offer, because at the end of the day, it's not about striving for perfection. It's about celebrating the improvements that you see on a daily basis. But I don't know. I just don't want to like disappoint y'all. But yeah. I don't know, Kathy. We are at the hour mark. So unless you guys have something crazy that you want me to talk about, I don't know if I need to be on this live stream. I do appreciate the super sticker again, Carmen. I really appreciate that. I just hope that as the Plant Foldies continue to grow, things that you can help in terms of this community is definitely pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. If for some reason you're able to hype up the videos after the live premieres or even this live stream, you can do that. Many comments and replies to each other helps. The community tab helps. If you're a part of any Facebook groups or Instagram pages, share the YouTube channel. And at the end of the day, it's just all about making sure you guys are watching us. Carmen says, you will not disappoint us. You are human. Yes, I am human. Although sometimes when you come on YouTube like this and, you know, people say you look ridiculous, I don't always feel human. And it goes, Anastasia says, if you have 3 plants, the community you have is worth it. Don't let expectations overwhelm you. That will shut you down before you begin. That is very true. So yeah, we'll see that. I am excited because me and Luke are really excited about taking a picture of our family, of Catriona and Charlotte. We're thinking about making, you know, Christmas cards with us in there. So maybe I can send them out to some of the Plant Foldy community. Aside from plants and growing plants, I think what makes me really happy is the fact that I've been able to showcase the growth of my beautiful barred rock hen and Rhode Island red. And although it kind of like mixes around the algorithm in terms of whether I'm doing big box or plant shopping videos or am I doing backyard chicken care, I kind of like it both. And I know you guys are super kind when it comes to which chickens you prefer. I think everybody says both. But truthfully, I will honestly say Charlotte is just a little bit more sociable than Catriona. For those that don't know who Charlotte is my barred rock hen. She's the black and white chicken. Catriona is my brownish orange chicken. She is absolutely gorgeous. I will say Catriona has a better plumage. She actually has that you know, better like quality in feathers. Tom says your friend Isaac Planter just had such a laid back. I do loved him saying have an adult beverage and just enjoy his plants. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys this. So Isaac is one of my best friends of more than 25 plus years. I met him when I was a senior in high school, and he has been with me through all of my struggles, through all of my happiest moments. And one of my happiest moments, and I will tell you this, is when I got married to my love of my life. He was actually the person who ended up getting a marriage license. He became my officiant because he wanted to marry me to my best friend. And I'm really thankful for that with Isaac. A lot of my plants that I am struggling with goes to him. For some reason, he is able to really just revive them. So rather than me tossing them into the trash, he takes the plants and makes them into beautiful statement pieces. And, we all have to have that friend, right? We all have to have the friend that's going to revive them. And, I don't know. I think these live streams, you guys get to know me a little bit better. I think, Leap said it best. I don't necessarily show my face on YouTube, but I really do show my soul through my content. And Leap, I really appreciate you mentioning that. I hope someday I'll be able to meet you guys in person. I would love to be able to give you guys all a hug. I would hope to be able to just like have that moment where you interact with somebody and you feel very much so connected. And even if I've just been talking to you guys for more than an hour and 5 minutes, and I don't know if you guys have found any value with me just kind of blabbering throughout the video, but it is a lot of fun. Leap says, Richie, this is such a beautiful story. I love how Isaac is an amazing friend. Congratulations to you and Luke. Yes. And I'm going to tell you all this, full transparency. When I started this YouTube channel, I was a little bit concerned about how people would react to the life choices I make, the way I live my life, and the person I love. But at the end of the day, they always say love conquers all. As long as you're not pushing your views on anybody else, as long as you are not purposely trying to make people uncomfortable, I think love is a universal language. And when you love somebody with all your heart and your intentions is to also show care and positivity, then that's really all that matters. Um, Debbie Jesus, I enjoy your blabbering. You know what? I enjoy you guys listening to me talk. Um, I love it. And if you guys truly want me to do this, these live streams to where you get to know me on a more personal basis, I'm all about it. So, Kathy says, Richie, if you're happy, and then it says, Alfred says, is wearing a mask and not showing your plants is because you are insecure. I hope not, because you are a great person. And Leap says, oh my God, so sweet, I'm gonna cry. No, so Alfred, it's not that I'm insecure. I truly have a very set, I guess, rule when it comes to social media. And I say this because as I look at some of the people that are on social media, where literally they could be eating, drinking a cup of coffee, I don't know, got out of the shower, get ready with me. Everything is about what is posted on social media. Everything, their identity is all about social media. And for me, I really want to have a hard line in the sand where I can show you beautiful plants. I can talk to you guys directly on a live stream like this, but in terms of, some part of me where I can detach and pull away from just being on social media, that's the case. And on a more like crazy note, with the rise of like AI, where people can generate your voice, generate pictures of you, etc., etc., I am just doing a little bit of what I can control to make sure I protect myself. Call me a little bit silly, but sometimes that little paranoia can be a thing because I've seen it go crazy like that. And look at this. Eric, I love it when you use those emojis. Eric, can you do me one more favor? Can you show the Plant Foldies what the benefits are for like being a YouTube member on the YouTube channel? Like, can you show them the newest emoji of the plants, or not the plants, of the beautiful hens? And Kathy says there are lots of YouTubers that do not show their face and they are popular. I know, right? But I want to be that. Doing YouTube is not about being popular. It's literally my intent is to create a space where people are accepted, people enjoy themselves, people are able to connect with people that have the same kind of commonality, and that's growing plants, and really just having a community where kindness is everything. And Eric, you heard my wish. Do y'all see that little cute emoji? That is literally Catriona and Charlotte, that I took and made into a little custom emoji. So again, if you want to see this channel continue to grow, if you want this channel to be sustainable, I do ask the YouTube viewers and subscribers, consider joining my YouTube membership tier. Just hit the join button. It's only for $2.99. You know, if you don't have that to give, I totally understand, but it does make the sustainability of this YouTube channel a little bit more sustainable for me, and you get a lot of perks either way. Yay, Catriona and Charlotte. So I'm going to have another video for them. I don't know if you guys have seen the 4-month-old growth update for them. So yeah. And Alfred says, I understand where you're coming from. So I'm glad you guys understand, and I'm glad you guys accept me for who I am and how I present my YouTube channel. You know, my message for anybody is on this beautiful Sunday evening, I did want to say thank you all for tuning in tonight's live stream. It is getting a little bit late. I still have to go edit the video, but just know in a nutshell, today's going to be a long, you know, this week's going to be long for me with work, but thankfully I'm off on Tuesday. I am hoping to have an amazing, you know, thing. And thank you, Carmen just joined and became a super plant foldy. Carmen, moi. Thank you. Definitely check that out. Just know if you join the YouTube membership tier that you're able to utilize a lot of the custom emojis. You will get discounts for any of my merch. You will see my personal blogs. I am really trying to attempt to make it more value added. So thank you so much for that. What else do I have going on in terms of this week? So I have work tomorrow. I'm off on Thursday. I'm going to be doing a lot. Debbie, oh, look at that. Debbie just put Catriona. There is a shorts video. Now I have to ask anybody. It says, but I do hope and pray that Benji Plant gets a yard again soon. I totally agree. Like, I am so sad that him and his partner, like, literally just didn't, you know, they lost everything. And when you think about how all of us have the things that we own, just know within a blink of an eye that it could go away. And so really you have to be thankful for the moment. I'm just really happy that everybody has been on here. And you know, if you have Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is @growfold. If you can't create Instagram, if for some reason you figure out a way to post on the community post, that is one way we can continue the dialogue. Know that I'm always here for you. I'm always here to answer your questions. I'm always here to celebrate the wins, but also I'm always here to be a friend that can listen to any of your issues or things that you might be struggling, because on a daily basis, like, I end up having my struggles as well. So this has been a great and fun night tonight. Thank you guys. So just know, because I'm about to end this live stream because I still have to edit some things. I still need to hang out with Luke. I still need to do a couple of things. I really appreciate it. In a nutshell, look for the Aglionema book to be available soon. Let's see if we can do that. As far as this week, I hope everybody has a restful Sunday. I hope everybody has a great Monday to start their week, and know that there's going to be a lot of content that I'm going to attempt to get uploaded. Just know that your viewership is truly appreciated. And if you like this type of like live stream where I am literally talking to y'all directly, know that it's going to do that. I think maybe next week I can invite my friend Isaac. I don't know if Luke is going to be on here, but maybe I can have Isaac on the live stream. So let me know. I'm going to go ahead and end today's video. So I wanted to say good night, Kathy. I did it for more than an hour. It's been about 73 minutes. So happy Sunday, good vibes only, and Plant Foldies. Let's go ahead and say Hydra Helix. And I will wish you guys a happy week ahead of you. I will see you guys soon, and know that I will have another live stream next Sunday after the live premiere. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Leave some comments, press the like button, hype the button, and I'll see you soon. Bye.